So
Can you hear me, Mark?
he's he can he's not on
Oh,
YouTube at the yet because he's FaceTiming me.
I understand. Some people have laptops, though. They haven't sacrificed.
He's doing it from Tennessee on the phone.
Likely
Mark,
story.
How's your PBR? Your Pabst Blue Ribbon.
All right, I'm gonna step aside.
As far as I know, people out there in the world listening to me, I see green buttons on my microphone. Check, check, check. We do see.
Kevin's good.
I think we're good, people out there in the world. We're going to do things a little bit different for you streaming at home. It looks like we've got all 0 of you right now. But if and when you listen to this later, know that we're going to not put the scoreboard up on the board today for technical reasons. Instead, you're going to get some occasional updates from me about the score. Do you want to switch sides and you can run the camera? I've got an Arby's drink over here. So for you out there, just so you know, I'm grabbing a just get started. So here's what we know about Marshall. They are the 2 seed. We are the 7 seed. They won their conference, which is not a conference we're a part of. Some common opponents. They beat St. Peter twice, home and away. We lost to St. Peter. They beat Mound Wastanka. They've got some talent. I think we can see as we were watching the warm-ups. They've got some individual talent. It's not quite. I think if there's anything we're going to be able to take advantage of, it's their. I think their lack of defensive organization is what we spotted a little bit on the huddle highlights. We'll see if we can't keep that momentum going that we got last week in our win against whoever we played. Thank you. We've got 4 people viewing, so at least some people have got it. Does he want to talk? Do you want to talk? So do we have the link somewhere that we can forward on? So yeah. We're about ready to get kicked off here. About to do the national anthem. You're fine. You see this camera?
Barely. Now it can.
Early protocol question. I'm not sure if I need to remove my headset for the national anthem. I did remove my hat. For those of you at home, I am going to remove my headset just to be safe.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Marshall Tigers Soccer. This Section 2 AA quarterfinal game features the Mankato West Scarlets and your Marshall Tigers. A reminder that SMSU buildings and grounds are drug, alcohol, and tobacco-free. Please refrain from using any of these substances while in our buildings and on our grounds tonight. Thank you. This match is being played according to the rules of Minnesota State High School League. These rules provide for fair competition among players. Everyone is responsible for keeping this match at a high level of good sportsmanship. Thank you for your cooperation. At this time, we ask that everyone please stand, remove your hats, and honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, welcome back, sports fans.
And now, let's meet.
We're going to go through the starting lineups for both squads.
For the Mankato
It's going to be really great.
A senior goalkeeper, number 1, Carter Shack. A senior defenseman, number 2, Robert Witz. A senior forward, number 3, Mason Ballard. A senior defenseman, number 4, Amos Anderson. A senior defenseman, number 5, Adrian Tobin. A junior forward, number 6, Isaac Ullman. A senior forward, number 9, Ethan Kindred. A freshman forward, number 11, Oliver DeMars. A freshman midfielder, number 12, Noah Wersall. A junior midfielder, number 17, Christian Solsley. A junior defenseman, number 22, Mateo Engelhorn. The Scarlets are coached by head coach Gavin Mason, assistant coaches Henniger and Abdul Ali Hassan. And now, let's meet the starting 11 for your Marshall Tigers. In the net, a senior, number 1, Roberto Garcia Lopez. A senior defenseman, number 7, Jaciel Flores. A senior defenseman, number 12, Eli Peterson. A senior defenseman, number 20, Aaron Two. A junior defenseman, number 22, Lincoln DeGroat. A senior midfielder, number 2, a senior midfielder, 6, Mason Graven. A junior midfielder, number 14, Sabino Boos. A junior midfielder, number 19, Sam Foster. A junior forward, number 10, Isaiah Arqueta. A senior forward, number 30, Moo Gay. The Tigers are coached by head coach Tony Correa, assistant coaches Jesus Reyes, Manny Barbosa, and Isaac Correa. Today's officials are Chris Yeager, Chris Baumberger, Forrest Sullins. These individuals are registered by the Minnesota State High School League, and their experience and integrity qualifies to administer the rules of soccer.
We're hoping for some good rules administration today. I think if one thing Mankato West is looking for, we're going to see if we can't get some opportunities on set pieces. We haven't created a lot from open play. We've got some tall players good in the air. We'd like to see some corner kicks. We'd like to see some free kicks from in and around the area. It's a great attacking strategy. Let's see if we can't figure this out. I missed it earlier if they already did a coin toss. We must have, because we're defending the left side of the field as we look at the field.
Kevin, would you say hi to Mark and
Let's
Tennessee?
play
I would like to
soccer.
give a shout out. You're hearing my voice because Mark Ullman, your dutiful leader, is unfortunately in the middle of Tennessee right now helping on account of various natural disasters. Helping his parents take care of business. And we've got flies attacking me right now as well. So a lot of hardship here as well. We're doing pretty good. Thank you. Looks like Marshall set to kick. We got a pretty rambunctious crowd today, in particular in this back row. We'll see if they can't use some of that energy to enthuse the players on the field. Marshall doesn't look too aggressive in their kickoff. Not much of a set play. Just going to dribble forward. Easily and quickly won away by Ullman. Let's see if we can't start a counter and keep the possession of the ball. Ball's going wide to Wursel. Runs out for a throw. Solsley controls. Back to Kinrin. Looking for Ullman and goes out for a throw. West setting out with 3 in the back. Marshall with some good possession. Swings it out wide to the right to winger. Crunching tackle early on from Wicks. Maintains possession, gets it up the line. Looks like Ullman's going to get there. That should be a Mankato throw. Good spell of early possession for Mankato West here. Another throw for Mankato West on the far side. Ullman over to DeMars. Back to Ullman. Looks like he's going to swing it all the way back to Amos. Comes wide right. Very close, but we got it wide out. Kindgren challenged early, and Marshall wins it back. Marshall now has some numbers forward. We're going to find a cross for Marshall on the left wing. Brings it back. This is going to be won by Mankato, but then given right back. We're going to need to try and do a little better to clear the danger. The danger persists. Marshall back out. It looks like the ball's coming in and across. Marshall had numbers there on the outside. There's a runner with no one tracking him. Anderson with the intervention, however. Ball squirts around in midfield, out to Marshall. Marshall holds it. He's got some pressure. West does a good job of forcing it backwards. It goes out right. Good interception. Nothing comes of it. Wursel with a steal, and he's got a runner in Ullman. He beats a man. He's got the pass. He finds it. It's not going to get through that defender, but it does. An unlucky bounce there. That would have been tricky to react to that because everybody would. Turnover in midfield goes to DeMars. He's got some space to drive. Keeps it on his foot. A touch too long. Marshall settles things down a little bit. They find their number 10 in the middle. He's got an overlapping runner. Tries a through ball, but it's picked out. West tries the early diagonal to clear out, but there's no one there. That's not what we're set up for yet, but it's something that we'll maybe have to be looking for as this game moves on. Anderson wins the header. Gets out to DeMars. He can't control in the air to Marshall, but again, it's one. Wursel making a run. Holman's looking to tee up a shot. Finds one. Now he's looking for help. He's getting swarmed here. West has done well to win that ball back. Let's see if we can get some combination. It's going to go out back to Wursel, who's moved central. And his pass gets picked off. But again, West applying the early pressure. Solzy trying to dribble through midfield, gets it back out. Here comes Ballard. He finds one down the line, but that's not going to find Solzy, but it'll go out to Wicks, who keeps possession. DeMars tries to turn, but he's got two on him, and there's nothing doing. Okay, now Marshall's running through with numbers. They've got a through ball. We can't let that through. He went down really easily, but the ref is going to give it to him. For what it's worth, for those of you who couldn't see the ref in the frame, it's because he was about 40 yards behind the play. You can see why that happened. That was not called by the linesman. That was called by the center, who was trailing from some distance. All right, we've got 4 in the wall. I've seen some highlights on Huddle, and this number 10 for Marshall, Isaiah Argueta, has a shot. He's got something. Number 30, Muge, he's had a long-distance goal as well. So look for a shot here. Curling to the far post is my guess. The wall's moving back a little bit. The wall is designed here to cover the near post. Only one person. There's going to be no passing out of this. There is a shot. It is easily gathered, well positioned by this is a dangerous situation. 2-on-1 here to save the day. That is dangerous. We can't be having that. We got away with it. I hope that's the last of those types of passes. We go down the line. Holman's got some space. He's found his way inside. He's got a runner on the far side. He's got 2 defenders to beat. Not much help there. But again, we win it back. Here comes Wursel. He finds some space with Kindgren on the back. He's going to swing it over to Solzy. Solzy looking to dribble a little bit. Makes a dangerous pass back again. But we win it over to DeMars. Holman's got some space. He looks like he's trying to find the ball on his right foot. Might have gone off his hand, but no call. Holman still's got it on the right. Ball nearly off for a corner, but well won by Marshall. All right. They've been pretty easy on the counter to break our lines if they can possess it briefly. But those giveaways are there from this Marshall team. They're very, very untidy on the ball when they win it back. There should be some opportunities for us to win the ball back in some dangerous positions and get a shot coming. Looks like Ballard tries to dribble too much. So, bounces back to him, tries a through ball. That was way too hard. Mankato showing some attacking intent here. Throws intercepted. Here goes by afternoon, I mean evening. 32 minutes left in the game. Still no score. 0-0. 8 minutes in, we see our first substitution. Marshall has sent their outside defender forward on the overlap. And he's staying up there on the left side, number 8 trying to carry it down low. He's got 2 defenders on him, and they win it. See what the transition is. Little miscommunication there between Ullman and DeMars. Mars gambles on the steal. Through ball, plucked out. That's going to go back to the goalkeeper. Handled tidily. Shaft sends it out to Wicks on the left. Out for a West throw. I'd say thus far Mankato has held, I'd say the majority of the possession. Marshall's had the better chance on that turnover. Wicks goes long. Looks like Ullman was on sides. No flag up. He's able to apply some pressure. This would be an opportunity to turn it over. Marshall deals with it, but West pressure causes the turnover over to Solsley over to Kindred on the right. Tries the through ball, but it's not there. Good step. Maintains possession. Dangerous. Ullman with some possession. We've got a ride here. Couldn't find that through ball at just the right time. Ullman had to hold up. Goes all the way back to the keeper, who has a very questionable clearance right into the middle of the field. But Solsley's not able to gather it. Anderson with the easy clearance out wide. That's going to find a Marshall player. Tobin wins it. A lot of contact there, but now we've got 3-on-4. Through ball, that's not going to find the West runner. Wersall was running on the right, but the through ball was a little bit in the goalkeeper range. We'd like to test the goalkeeper, as is our case. Marshall has numbers. This could be dangerous. Looks like that's out for a goal kick. Well defended by Wicks. West now with their first subs. Giving our Yonkers on for Solsley.
Mankato West substitution number 7, Connor Yonkers. Number 13.
I saw
Tosh.
Tosh and Yonkers come on. I thought Wersall was coming off as well. So it looks like a 6 and an 8. West going slowly here in the midfield. There's the attempt at the skip, but it doesn't quite make it. A little short on the pass to DeMars. Marshall's trying to bring it forward here. Overlapping around. Wicks is on it. Tosh is back to help. Tosh with the good body, but he gets the shot off anyway. Dangerous shot. Sneaky little shot there. It looks like he's done well to get that shot off, but it was a dangerous shot. Tough angle. He's not able to get it on frame. Schaff with the long goal kick. Headed straight up by Marshall. Wersall wins it. Isaac's going to get a touch. He's got really no help here. Ballard really staying wide on all plays. Let's see if we can't find him. That's where we're looking, but I don't think he's going to get there. This is going to be the slowest ball to roll out. But their patience pays off. The ball goes out for a goal kick. See if Mankato can't win the second ball here. We're at 27 minutes into the first half, still 0-0. 25 seconds left on the shot clock. Wicks goes all the way back to Schaff. Let's not mess around with it too much. No pressure on the goalie. Now it comes. He goes out wide to Kindgren, settles. He's got the pass back. Hard. It's hard for Mateo to handle. A lot of pressure now, so they've got numbers attacking. West has done well to slow it up. 30 kicks his shoe off. He tries to kick it so hard. We're going to have to work on that. Give it the old double knot next time. He says, good pass next time. Give it to my left foot because that's the shoe I tie. Ball flicked forward. That's going to bounce. Possessed by Marshall. They've got numbers here through the midfield. Midfield looks empty, but they try and find the man defended by Tasha, and he does a great job, as he does, winning the ball in a one-on-one. Ullman traps it, keeps possession. He's got Wursel behind him and ahead of him. Almost loses it, but recovers. Back to Kindgren, who is looking to go backwards. We're going to have to try and keep that ball moving forward. Ball's popped up to the defense. Ullman wins it. Wursel deflects around for a while. Wursel puts it wide. Marshall takes a cut. Wicks just sends it back. This could be something here. DeMars has some pressure. It's only light pressure, and they get out of it, but the ball skips over the foot of the Marshall winger. That's going to be a West throw. We've got two more subs coming on. Abdullahi and Velasquez. Velasquez will be coming on the left for Ballard. And Kindgren comes off.
Mankato West substitution. Number 20, Abdi Abdullahi. Number 21, Harrison Velasquez.
That run is there. We make some decisions to try and dribble through traffic when the pass is on. Tosh does well to intercept, finds Wursel on the right. Wursel finds Ullman. Ullman maintains possession. He's going to probably have to go backwards. Wursel wins it back. Dangerous situation. Amos there to clean up. We're messing around a lot more than we need to. Big tackle coming in by Junkers. He's not letting anything get through there without a challenge. Marshall, again, dangerous shooting from distance. We give him the space to shoot, but he doesn't get it on. Number 10 doesn't put anything real on it in terms of juice with his left foot. It's a really critical set of mistakes we made on the back there to set up the chance. That's going to be a foul. We've got two people down. First, Ullman goes down. There was some contact to his head, followed immediately by Junkers kicking it high, with somebody else bringing their head low. No intent in either one of them, but I think we get the first call. The first call goes against Ullman. It's actually played as a drop ball, it looks like, because of the stoppage for Ullman's holding his head. Ball comes through, well cut out by Junkers. He clears it deep. That's going to be a foot race. That's where it needs to be to cause some trouble. Ullman wins it. His hustle pays off. He doesn't have the runners yet. Trying to beat him one-on-one. Ball squirts out to the middle. Marshall with the panic clear, only out to Tosh, who controls. He's looking to set it up for a potential shot. He goes wide left. Wicks to Velasquez. Velasquez back to Tosh in the middle. Looks like he's going to swing it to the right, changing the point of attack. Junkers tries to dribble, loses it, and now we're into a counter situation. Number 30 does have some speed, and he's got a shot. He's going to look to get it on his right foot and shoot. I think everybody knows that. He does. Gets a clean shot, but he puts it over. Again, we've seen all of the danger from Marshall come from a quick counterattack. They have not a single time passed through our midfield slowly and deliberately, and we're getting caught out on some of these turnovers. I think we need to be extremely careful. Ball goes long. Yonkers controls at his feet, finds Wicks out wide, plenty of space. Back to Yonkers, who can progress. He's got the room out wide. Let's see what we can get here. Abdullahi down the right, cuts back again, gets a slow cross, is out to Velasquez. Let's see if he can pull the trigger. Velasquez loses his footing. Ullman steps in, gets a turn shot. Ullman with the shot. Velasquez crashing on the keep. And it looks like it's going to go out for a goal kick. All in a spot where West could get a shot. Velasquez is going to move back to left back. Jackson Anderson will be playing the left wing. Let's see if West can't win a second ball here and come right back in. Goalkeeper sends it. Yonkers is able to get a foot on it. West controls. West now has some time and space. They've got that spot down the line again. That run's going to be on. Ullman's got a through ball. He finds, or not, DeMars gets, we're resetting here. We have 20 minutes left in the first half. Still 0-0. Both teams have shown some signs of danger. Flicked on. Mateo looking to play it, just plays it safe out here. Marshall moving forward. Marshall just sends it out wide with an errant pass. That's going to be a Mankato throw. Looks to progress up to DeMars. Flicks it forward. Ullman goes to Tosh. Tosh looks to find Wursel. Pass a little behind him. Wursel's going to have time to settle. Throw to Yonkers. The ball pops up on him. He's going to have to go backwards. Keeps it in. Tries to pass it, isn't there. Tosh has to battle for it. Wins it. Ullman's trying to settle. A lot of traffic, but he comes through with it. A couple passes here should clear some space. Looks to find DeMars on the pass. DeMars looks out right. Doesn't land. Now Marshall's got the numbers they want. Yonkers dives in. 2 goes around. Finds some space on 10. 10 looking to get some space for a shot. Velasquez is tracking all the way over with him. Marshall found space again at the top of the 18 to get a clean shot. And fortunately for Mankato West, that shot goes well wide. He doesn't put anything on it. We're playing a dangerous game. We're pushing numbers forward, but they're finding some holes in the counterattack. This has been, for a 0-0 game, one where there have been many chances. Long kick. Early giveaway. We're kind of slow to that second ball. Velasquez dives in. Ball doesn't move. Ball's going long, but that's going to run long. Everybody but Jackson seems to know it. He runs it down anyway, but now he's out. Marshall. Fair play to them. Try and play it really slowly. West throw. Oh, we need to see a yellow card on that. Should be a point of emphasis. 2 more subs coming on, DeMars and Noah. Earning a spell on the sidelines for the work they've put in thus far, which has been substantial. Looks like Wicks will be coming back on soon as well. Throw back to Amos. Pops it up high. That's going to bounce, and it's going to cause some problems if we can get underneath it. Looks like Abdullahi battling. Mateo's got some space. Long ball. That's going to be The goalkeeper came out and has to be sure and has to get it. He didn't. Left the goal open. Quick counterattack, and they've been looking for that all day. Mankato makes a mistake, and it's 1-0.
Isaiah Argueta. Goal scored in the 24th minute.
Marshall doing their best to delay their restart. That goal came with about 17 minutes left in the first half.
Mankato West substitution number 2, Robert Wicks.
Marshall's goalkeeper clears it out wide right. Again, a positive for Mankato is that I'd say Marshall's not a defensively stout team. They're often disorganized. They turn the ball over in dangerous areas. We should be able to have some more chances. This should be an example of that. West putting a lot of pressure on the ball. And a little too much pressure on the man there. We call it a foul on, I think they called that on Hassan. Marshall setting up for a long ball. They're going to bomb it down here. Fake out. They go short right. Cuts it back to the central defender. He's going to bring it out wide on the left. Marshall does well to keep the ball, but out for a Marshall throw.
Lucy, any thoughts you want to put in on the broadcast?
We've got a guest announcer here, Lucy. Lucy, what do we need to do to get some chances?
Score.
Simple, but accurate. We need to score. We always knew we need to score at some point to get out of this game, and now I think we're going to have to score twice.
Hi, Grammy.
We have player shout-outs. It costs a lot of money to get that kind of access to this play-by-play announcer. Junker's looking to puzzle through by himself. He didn't really have many options for an easy pass. We've got the left wide open here. Somehow we bombed all the way up. Again, 30, looking to just find that shot and curl it in. Asking for a deflection, and the center agrees with him. It's going to be out for a corner. Another dangerous situation for West. We've given up corners in the past. We look a little bit lethargic out there. It's like we're trying to man mark with one person on the front post. Ball comes in. Keeper comes out, misses it. Ball's in. All we need to do is get that ball out. The lesson we learned the last time was when we come out, we got to clear it out. A lot of congestion in there. But fortune smiled on West that time as the ball didn't land in a spot where a Marshall player was able to tap it in. And instead, the ball goes out for a goal kick. 3 substitutions for West. Let's see if that gives us some energy to maintain possession and keep some form of defensive structure here. Ball's out to Solzy. Little shove and loses it to a Marshall player. And down the cross. I'm not sure what happened there. It looked like Schaff hit it with his knee instead of catching it. I'm not sure what the thought process was there, but results in a corner kick. Another dangerous situation as we saw last time. These can result in goals if we can't get that ball away. Ball comes in. Header. Woo. Carter finds the reaction save this time. Still 1-0 at 11:45 left. Ball comes out to Wicks on the right. Great save by Schaff there. Woo. And we've got a player down, but we're going to play on. We got an advantage for Solsley. Ball goes out for a throw. The crowd complaining that play wasn't immediately stopped for somebody who acted injured, who immediately got up and ran back into play despite the protestations of the parents. Not worried about that. Ball comes through to Tobin, who isn't able to control. And back to the keeper, who sends it out. That should be handled by Tosh, headed back, but there's a Marshall player there. Tobin and Tosh are able to sort it out. Ball gets to Hassan. Keeps possession back to Ballard. We're not really keeping it out on the left between our little triangles we're trying to make out there. We turn it over pretty quickly. Long kick from the Marshall goalkeeper out wide. That's going to fall to Ballard, who's going to settle. He goes back to Velasquez. Velasquez dribbles past one man. Doesn't get that ball through. And it goes out for a West throw. West is keeping that forward wide right, but if we can't see, they're man marking Kindred all the way out here. But in a way that there's still probably going to be room for a diagonal run right through if we can possess it and get that ball behind that center defender. Marshall's playing something with four across the back, and I'm just going to call it a disorganized midfield, but they've got four players in midfield, two forwards who have, for the most part, stayed pretty high. And if we can get it, it's going to be dangerous. Wicks does well to clean up. Marshall looking to throw quickly, find a man. They've got a runner running to the corner. They've got numbers over here. And they're able to work it down, trying to find a cross. And he goes past Solsley, gets the cross in. Amos Anderson deflects it out for a corner, but that was a dangerous place to let them run. I'm going to say unchallenged. Eight minutes, 40 seconds left. Another corner coming in from the left. Ball's high. It's a good delivery. Velasquez misses. West has it down, but it looks like it was more of a ball off the face than the head. No power, and it goes out for a goal kick. But a dangerous chance there. West is not dealing with these. That ball did not get cleared out. If enough of those keep coming in, eventually these loose balls are going to fall to a Marshall player to put in. Solsley finds some space on the right. He's got two runners in the middle. Tries to find a first touch, but it's a little bit behind. Solsley battling, but doesn't get it. He's swinging his leg either way. I think the ref's ready to call the foul. Over to Wicks. Ball out for a West throw. Quick throw to Tobin. Pressure comes quick. We'd like to find some half turn. We've got some room in the middle, and we certainly have room on the far side. Wicks tries a deep throw. Doesn't get through. Ball comes out to Tosh, who finds all kinds of space out on the left with Ballard. Tries the one touch. Doesn't work. And again, this is going to find us vulnerable to a counterattack if Marshall can do it. Tobin tries to go through to Ullman, but it's long, and the goalkeeper happy to just hold it and start running out the clock. A bit early to be sitting behind that one goal lead, but if you got a lead, you're happy for the game to end. Here we go. That's good timing on the pass, looking for Kindred. Kindred jumps at it, can't get it, but the defense can only clear to Solsley. Solsley loses it, but Wicks is there. The ball gets through. That's going to be a challenge if Kinga could get there, but it was just too long. The ball rolls very, very well. Turf. You want to say something? Lucy needs to hear more volume from her dad, I think, is the problem. Wicks with the sky ball. More subs. We got DeMars and Wursel coming on for Solsley and Mohammed Hassan. 5:45 left in the first half.
Mankato West substitution number 11, Oliver Mars. Number 12, Noah Wursel.
Tobin intercepts, heads back out for another throw. Marshall moves forward 10 yards, throws it in. Same bat time, same bat channel. Throw in Marshall. This time it goes centrally. DeMars jumps, misses. Ball through on the right. Velasquez challenging. Gets the ball across. But the ball ran out before he got it across. Well defended. Goal kick. Five minutes left. Still 1-0. The thought was there on the 1-2. There you go. Tobin to Ullman. Pressure coming. Finds DeMars' foot. DeMars puts it a little far, but overruns it just a bit. Whoa. We've got a foul, and Ullman tried to get his body in, but threw it in a little too vigorously there, and the ref sees that. And you got to expect if there's another foul by Ullman in the near future, we're going to see a card. Looks like a long kick coming in. Comes up high. Toss chest down to Tobin. Not out of danger yet. Number 10 driving. Gets the shot off. Looks like Schaff got a hand on that. It's not clear if that was going goal bound or not, but if it was, well done. Quick corner taken. Short. This should be claimed. Not claimed. Wicks clears off the line. Marshall was able to step in front of the keep. Ball's out to Ullman. It's a 2-on-3. He's got a runner. He looks for him. Let's see if DeMars can win for speed. And Marshall does the safe thing, passes it out, but we still got numbers. A quick pass to Ullman. And the ref stops it for the sub on the counterattack. Not great play here by Mankato. That was a little bit self-inflicted. He doesn't need to be there.
Mankato West substitution number 18, Hamza Hassan.
So that attack fizzles out as we sub. Ball back to Kindgren, who passes it a little bit half-heartedly, and it's intercepted. Now they got runners. Wicks has to bust back. Right. Too long and too far to the right for Marshall. Ball bounces to Kindgren. Kindgren hoping to throw quickly. Ball's loose, and our midfield is pretty high. Let's hope we can turn it into something now that we win it back here. Ball goes through to Ullman, who gets a touch. This hopefully can result in something dangerous. We've got runners, but we send it to the left where the runner wasn't. A little impatient there. Velasquez comes up, but they're going to go right past. Wursel does a good job to intercept. Now we've got some numbers again. If we can Move the ball across. That's going to be optimistic for DeMars. Not on the same page on these runs into the box. We're not getting close to finding anybody. Ball's up. 1 minute, 15 seconds left. Let's be solid here.
One minute remaining in the half. 1 minute.
Marshall looking to find. That was a shot from a ridiculous angle and from far out. See if we can apply some pressure here. Light pressure. Causing problems for Marshall, but they find their way through. Tobin challenge. Tosh almost wins it, but ball bounces out to a Marshall player. And they've got numbers and we don't have them back. Let's see if we can't clear this from danger. Kingren trying to shield it out. Not going to be able to do that. We get a shrug from the assistant referee, and we just play it like it's our ball, and the ref goes along with it. 1 second left. That's going to be it. First half score 1-0. This is still within the reach of Mankato.
Athletic training services at the Marshall Public Schools are proudly provided by Barrett Marshall Regional.
We're going to take a break. We'll come back in about 10 minutes.
Treat and rehab injuries for MHS. Thank you to
Hello.
Barrett Marshall for partnering with the Marshall School District in providing this service.
Mom. No. Let me. Can I say my strategy?
Use the mic.
probably not watching.
Yes, they are. They heard it. Hey, Grammy and Papa.
All right, sports fans, we are back. We're about to get kicked off for the second half. Mankato down 1-0. We're going to kick it up to the 2. This is our set play. We skip. Try and find our triumvirate of scorers on the right. It didn't quite get there. Back to the Marshall goalie who sends it out. Younker's battling. Now it's over to Tosh, who's trying to win the ball. Does a great job with his body. He finds ball almost squirts through. A lot of physical contact in there. We like that. Jackson with the intercept, but tries to control. DeMar's all the way back to help defend and wins it. That means we're going to have to slow up the attack. He's looking for that far post run, but all right, here's a chance. We've got some numbers forward here already. Kindred goes back for possession to Anderson. Up to Tosh, who's shouldered off the ball, no call. We'll have to remember that one for later. Keep tabs on whether that's a call at the end of the game. Big step through by Junkers, and he's going through on a mission. Some composure by the Marshall defender, but a bad pass. That's going to lead to a chance for West to move the ball forward. Cheeky little back heel. Back to Mateo. Sends it over in a difficult way to handle for Amos. Wicks cleans up, sends it out of bounds. Mankato's able to recover. (1-0) Marshall. West is going to have to find a goal here. Let's see what we can do. Kingren wins it. Finds Wursel. Over to Anderson. Junkers looking for Ullman. Finds him. He's got runners through. We've got 5-on-3 here. 4-on-3. Let's see if we can't find somebody. Ball's deep. Keeper swings and misses. Anderson had the goal to shoot for. Wasn't able to get his foot on it. But the ball's still in a dangerous area. Wursel puts it through. Cleared out. Wicks, I think, is going to try and find a way to get it back in quickly. Marshall comes out with the ball. Still a lot of pressure. Mankato comes away with it. Over to Junkers in the middle. Wide to Mateo. Anderson. One touch. Doesn't find its intended target. And now Marshall is breaking. Mateo should be able to get a foot on this. Sends it out for a corner. Let's get some defense here. West steps back to take it. Seems like their 8th corner. Low this time. Finds the first man. Gets it back to the taker. Pops it up. That should be keeper's ball. Anderson gets it out. Tees up a shot from distance. This number 30 will shoot from anywhere. Statistics be danged. Notice how we kept that one clean. Shaft setting up for a long goal kick. Sends it toward DeMars in the middle. DeMars tries to settle with his foot, isn't able to, but Marshall falls over it. West can't control it. Goes out to Kingren. Let's see if he can't find a teammate. Back to Wicks. Wicks looks for that line. We're getting aggressive on these through balls. Marshall hasn't really done well dealing with him. I'd like to see more of that. Marshall puts it out for a throw. Ullman to Kingren. He's got some space. Can't find DeMars. we're losing our position. 30's able to just dribble pretty much the length of the field there. So if we're going to give that up, we got to make it hurt on the counter, but we just aren't. West with the throw to Anderson. Fakes a long ball. Finds Tosh. Finds Ullman. Back to Tosh. This has worked pretty smoothly. Now we've got that ball. It goes too deep because Wursel had a great run. But the ball not diagonal enough, and it finds the goalkeeper, who really hasn't been tested today. We have not seen a save of any significance by the Marshall goalkeeper. Not sure what Marshall was doing there. DeMarsh jumps into the challenge, but is fouled. Not sure if he lost a shoe or it's just untied, but I don't think we're going to have a fast restart on this one. I think Ullman's going to try and put one in high and far post. Let's see if we can't get a head on it. Find a second pass. Well placed. Kingren gets a head on it, but Marshall first to the ball and gets it clear. Wicks gets pressure, has to pop it up. Marshall comes down with it. Midfield slow to recover. Ball swings out wide. .30, let's see if he can't find a shot. He passes right. Anderson beaten, decides the best course of action is to just step through. Dangerous spot for a foul, just outside the box. They're going to have a chance if they've got a good left-footed shooter to swing one towards the far post, and these can be dangerous situations. We've got 3 in the wall. Looks like he's approaching it from a right-footed angle. West has every single player back. Played short to the unmarked man, who gets a wide open shot at the top of the 18. Really poor defense there and failing to account for that scenario. Some Marshall substitutions. Ball comes out to
Mankato West substitution.
Yonkers,
Isaac Ullman.
who's got some space. Yonkers has a runner on the left. 2 runners on the left. Nothing comes of it. And now we got a 3-on-3 situation without much help as we kind of slowly track back. We're going to see a shot here. West, again, lucky that goes wide. Real no urgency on the recovery. Goal kick goes out for a Marshall throw. Second ball comes onto the field. We're going to have to clear that out. 31 minutes left, still 1-0. Marshall with the lead. Ball stolen here. Now we've got a 2-on-1. Let's see if Wursel can get the ball through. He does. Jackson Anderson streaking on the left. He's going to have space if Ullman can find him. Ullman shoots, hits the post. Wursel on the recovery. The ball's still in, and it finally goes out. We've got a corner. I think it's maybe our second. That was a chance there. That showed some promise, and I like how quickly we tried to move that ball up the field. We need to try and be a little bit more direct here. It's working. I'd say these defenders are not composed for Marshall, and we need to put them under pressure. Anderson up, ball short. Short corner. I don't think that's what Ullman intended. Wurzel gets lucky. He's able to drive through. He's got space. Got clipped on the leg. No call. Mateo needs to get it off his foot. Finds Anderson. Anderson gets the ball back. Miscommunication. And the ball goes out for a Marshall throw. Referee content to allow play to proceed with the ball off the field. Kind of poor work on our part of allowing that to happen. Anderson looks gassed already. Swings his foot in. Here we go, defense. Mateo gets the ball, finds some routes, doesn't get it far enough. Ball's going to come right back in soon, unless DeMars can hassle, which he does. Mateo does very well there to win a corner. Looks like we need some reinforcements here.
Mankato West substitution number 20, Abdi Abdulali.
Ullman pestering in the middle. Sarah, see if Mateo. Fans thought he was out. Sideline ref. Assistant referee disagrees. Ball comes through. Anderson clears it out for a corner. Sosley in for Yonkers. Schaff intercepts.
Mankato West substitution number 17, Christian.
Change in approach there. They had been flooding the zone to make life uncomfortable for Schaff. We leave the 6 clear, and he claims easily. Mankato now the throw. Slows to the throw. We've got a counter a 1-on-1. Anderson clears. That's going to go out for a Marshall throw on the right side. Throwing comes in. Space for Marshall in the middle here. Works it out to the right. He's got nowhere to go now. Sosley puts it out for a throw. And offside's the call. Marshall all the way back to the goalkeeper. Terrible ball. Marshall first to it. Let's see if we can't win this back and get it going forward. DeMars tries to spin, loses it. Over to DeMars. Ball through. Abdiaziz not going to make it. Tosh wins it. Some good physical play. Takes a few kicks. Tries to find that through ball to. Oh, here we go. There's the ball. Tosh brings it out wide to Kingren. Let's see if he can't beat a man. He goes back to Tosh. He's got some room, but he's going to lose it to the end line. Goal kick. Number 7 for Marshall subs back on. He's been pretty solid back there on the right side.
Substitution number 7, Hasiel Flores.
Ball comes out. Mateo now on the right side. Through ball, that's going to have to be all the way through to the goalkeeper. He comes up. That could bounce over the defense. It does. Play the goalkeeper's feet. This hasn't worked out for him well in the past. He just sends it forward. Kingren a big jump and a miss. All right, now's the time to foul or get the ball. That foul had to happen one way or the other. We'll see if there's anything more than a talking to here for Anderson. Again, a smart foul. You can't let that player through on goal, and Anderson did not. He did his job, and he avoided a card. Well done. If I had to guess here, I'd say number 30 is gonna fancy himself to make it from 40 yards out. We have 3 players in the wall. Shot. I think that would have been good from 50 yards out. If they need a field goal kicker, they found one. Quite ambitious from old 3-0 for the Marshals.
Number 3, Mason Ballard. Number 5, Adrian Tobin.
We'll take that all day, but it takes about 2 minutes. We're now at 23 minutes left in the second half, 23 minutes left in Mankato's season, unless we can find a goal somewhere. Ball out to Ballard, traps with his foot, possesses through the middle. Finds Hassan. Hassan tries to go up the line. Ullman tries to go up the line, neither successful. Marshall gathers. Goes deep. Tobin battling. Tobin with a little grab of the shirt there as the Marshall player tried to turn. If he hadn't grabbed his shirt, I don't think they would have called that, but he did, and they did. I'm surprised they don't have a shot from here. I expect him to drop this ball in. We've got, for the most part, everyone back. Looks like Tosh is playing almost like a forward position at this point. Anderson heads out. Didn't hear his goalie. To the extent his goalie was calling for that, it's going to be a corner. Marshall in no real hurry to take this. 22 minutes left. I'm not quite sure what the marking situation is here. Ballard in a foot race on the left. Ullman applying some pressure. They're going to go all the way back to the goalkeeper. Let's see if we can't win this second ball or force an error here. Goalkeeper just sends it out for a throw-in. Throw comes right away to Ullman. We should be running through. We're not. Ullman battling. I'm glad we missed that one, so the throw-in remains with West. Wicks running through, joining in on the attack. That's going to leave 2 in the back with 2 Marshall players standing with our 2 backline players. This is what we need. A little slow to the ball, and Ballard too wide on the other side. Amos does a good job to win it. Tobin wins it. Now Marshall's finding some space. Number 7 carrying down the right. He's got help. Let's see if we can't keep that in bounds. No. Corner kick. Good hustle by the defense. Velasquez set to come on after the corner kick. I'd say it's just perhaps a more conservative approach from Marshall on these corner kicks. They're sending a few runners in, but they're not congesting. Oh. West with a chance to break. And here comes Ullman was a little after the fact hip check. Lost a shin guard in the process. No card. Tobin sends it into the Marshall bench. Just a little brush back there. I have to say, Ullman and Tosh are standing in kind of the more attacking positions for West. We're not having our defenders give much help to the defensive side of things, which I think is an intentional choice, but we're seeing some dangerous situations. Well cut out by Amos Anderson on the cross from the end line. Those are all these dangerous balls. We now have 18:47 left, 1-0 Marshall. Corner kick about to come in. Cleared off the line by a Marshall player. Marshall attacked the header, headed it down, only to hit their own team in a ball that was almost certainly going into the net. West throw, West sub. Velasquez is going to come on for Abdiaziz.
Mankato West substitution, number 21.
Let's see if he can't bomb forward a little bit and make some through runs. Tosh, our highest attacker right now. We play the through ball. Tosh is going to try and run on. There's 1 versus 2, and now there's a big hole in the midfield. Big cross. He's going to get a foot on that. Sliding clearance by Anderson. We've got a big waving of the flag by the side official, so the ball, players don't realize the ball stopped. I'm pretty sure they're going to call a penalty here. We've got a player down. Looked from here to be a clean slide tackle, and he cleared the ball out. And the problem was the Marshall player did not see it coming, didn't brace himself in any way, shape, or form, and it was a hard tackle. We see some demonstrative behaviors by the side referee talking about whether that was a foul or not. I'll say the center had his own view of it. We'll see what the call is. The center slowly walks out. A little bit of discussion. Still no signal on what the call is, as I think he checks in on the player. Ongoing discussion. I think he's talking to the captains. It looks to be a drop ball from what I can tell on the way the referee set the ball down. I think he stopped play to come talk to his assistant referee. He set the ball down in the box. He's slowly making his way over to our coach to explain the scenario. I think they may just be calling the ball out of play on the sideline. I can't really tell what's happening here.
Tiger substitution, number 19, Sam Foster.
Now it appears as if they're lining up for an indirect kick. From inside the box, inside the 6. I'd be curious to hear what that explanation is. I missed something. But we're going to have an indirect kick from inside the box. The goal here for West is to just get that ball the heck out of here ASAP. They're going to have some runners coming on. They've got one unmarked runner at the top of the 18. I'm not sure whose job that would be. Tobin doesn't have anybody. He's just monitoring space, as is Anderson. Ballard behind on the run. Ball goes out for a goal kick. A lot of hullabaloo, not a lot of nothing happened. Well defended. I don't know if that was worth it, but we're now at 17 minutes. Velasquez challenges. The ball comes back out to where he was. Velasquez running everywhere. That ball's going to go long. As much as we'd like to believe that that guy's fast and can get that ball from Marshall, he's not. Here we go, West. West with a little bit of urgency. The ball goes out to Ballard on the right. He's got space. He's going to try and beat him for speed himself. I think he's got him. He gets around the player. Ullman bombing down. Velasquez a little behind the play. Ballard tries to beat the second man, can't do it. All Marshall can do is send it down the field. But the ball stays in bounds. Anderson does well to get it forward, and we've got it all the way up. That should be a Mankato throw. Mankato getting a little bit more attacking in their formation. What we're seeing now is essentially two defenders with a defensive. I think Tobin's playing kind of a defensive midfield in front of the two central defenders. Now we've got three. Three in the back like we had before. No real change to the formation. Two runners bombing through. Number 30 looking for a shot out here in midfield. Loses it. Back to Tosh. Can he get on it? Ball swings wide. Pressure's light. We win it back. We've got some runners here. Ball gets through to Tosh. He's got two runners on the far post. He sends it into the goalkeeper. Can't keep it far enough away from him, and he claims easily. And I don't think he's going to be in any hurry to kick the ball. Sends it up. This should go. Velasquez heads, but it goes out. Marshall throw. Marshall only to keep it in well enough to send it over to Solzy. Ballard on the right. Finds Wicks. Wicks trying to keep the ball in play. Marshall does well to run it out. Jump kick. That's going to be Tobin who wins it. Again, we got to put some pressure on these central defenders. Not great with the ball. Dirty looking to line up his right foot here. Isn't able to do it. Two's going to shoot with his left. I can see that coming. Doesn't have the accuracy in him. It's going to be out for a goal. We are down to 14 minutes left. 14 minutes in Mankato's season, unless they can find a goal here. Yonkers on for Solsley. Abdullahi on for Ballard.
Mankato left substitution number 7, Connor Yonkers. Number 20, Abdullahi.
Ball comes in. Yonkers pops it up. Battle on the left. Gets it to Kinkeren, who goes down the line. Ullman's running. That's going to be a clenching challenge. Yeah. Mankato fans not happy. But then he gets a throwing call wrong. That was off the Marshall player. I don't know if he missed it or the linesman missed it, but they're giving the throw to Marshall here. Marshall will sub slowly but surely. 13 minutes and 19 seconds.
10, Isaiah Argueta.
I'll say to Marshall's credit, they haven't really been intentionally slowing the ball down. But there have been opportunities for them to slow it down. Wicks dives in, wins the ball. It was a hard challenge, but it was a clean challenge. Marshall, again, looking for the outside shot. Doesn't get anything on it. Kinkeren out to Ullman. Ullman's got some runners. Tasha's there. We're trailing behind, though. Our midfielders are all kind of connected and pretty far back. We're not taking that many risks. West finds a runner. Wicks intervenes. 30 looks for the shot. That one wasn't that far off. But it didn't go in. 1-0. Mankato still got a chance. We've got to put some pressure on moving forward. Ball comes out to Kinger, and he's got to touch it. He does. Gets it over to Hassan. Finds Yonkers in the middle, who doesn't have time, despite his players telling him he has time. Needs to find that pass a little bit sooner, loses it. Now Marshall's coming the other way. Mo applying pressure, leads to a throw. On that far post, we're going to need to see a lot of work out of our winger on the far side. This is going to be that chance. He needs to be bombing forward now, and we're not. There's no one to help Tosh. Ullman's doing his best to get there. Tosh all by himself with two. No one in the middle. Two guys just kind of lollygagging here. I'm not sure what we're waiting for, but we're not going to score from back there. Let's get some players forward here. Getting into a dangerous position, but dribbling can only go so far. Yonkers with the ball. Finds Ullman on the left, plainly onside. Ullman cuts it back to his right. He's got an angle, tries to go near post. Tosh was there. That ball's going to be out for a throw. We're going to bring up Anderson. We're going to have to get some of our midfielders in there too. We've got three guys hanging back out high. Yonkers, Tobin, and Velasquez with Wicks back. Let's take a few risks here. We are not. Ball's a little short. Doesn't get past the first defender. Comes back in, but only the high part of the 18. It's going to be headed out. Anderson challenging. The West fans spontaneously break out into song. Velasquez back. He's got to be clean here. Wins the goal kick. 9 minutes, 52 seconds left. 1-0 Marshall. I'll say it again. Mankato's got to score. They knew that coming here, and they haven't done it. Ullman, plenty of space to turn. He's got runners. He tries to play the ball through the middle. It's not going to get through the middle, but it finds a Mankato player who cuts it back, holds it, moves it over to Ullman. Ullman's going to swing it out wide right to Tosh. Tosh has got some space. He's got a runner coming through, but I think he's going to carry it back across to Ullman. Velasquez finally moving forward. Ullman's got some room. He's cut through. Tosh is offside. That would not have counted if something had happened. He had strolled offside here. Yonkers with a shot from distance. Wasn't that far off from this angle, but hit the underside of the upright, meaning it wasn't as close as it looked. Mankato getting two subs in. Kingren off. Abdullahi off. We're going to need some energy from these wingers. Velasquez wins it back over to Hassan, who's going to try and get it off his foot. Can't move fast enough. It's one back by Marshall. Marshall looks like he's going to attack with it. He's not trying to stall. Ball dribbles out into the center. This should be simple for Mankato to possess here. But we don't make it simple. We try and dribble out. Offsides, the savior here. We need to start carding these shots after the whistle. We need a quick restart here. I don't know what Mankato's waiting for in terms of moving forward. We have 7 minutes and 45 seconds left, and we're slowly walking the ball out of our own half here. We know the ball needs to come up, but we're not moving up. We've got 6 people back. Ball comes through. Marshall wins the first ball. Tobin challenging. Marshall still looking for that shot. Tobin, good job to win the ball. Now we've got it with a long ball to Tosh. See if he can't get that touch. He does. We need to be making those runs under the supposition that Tosh does something with the ball, gets it, and can get into a dangerous position. So here comes Ballard. He's unmarked on the far post. Let's see if he can't put it down. The goal was there. He doesn't get it on. Velasquez comes up. Looks like he's fouled, and there is going to be a call. The crowd was letting us know. That ball's going to be a free kick. From where you can see here, it's about 25 yards out. Still not putting numbers in. We got 3 guys out here defending 1 Marshall player as if we don't need to score. 6 minutes left. Not sure if that's a coach decision or that's just a game plan. Ball comes in, flicked on. That ball's in. The flag does not go up. Clock stops. Go, Jacoby Tosh! Assist Isaac Ullman on that free kick. I actually didn't see who headed that first one. Maybe I'm mixing it up. Ullman with the header. Tosh puts it in the back of the net. We have a 1-1 game. 6 minutes left. Well done, Mankato. Just like I said, the exact right numbers of players attacking for what we needed. Big goal there for Mankato. We've got an energized squad, an energized fan base. See a lot of stuff going on in the chat, talking about the goal. Never doubt. No, this is going to be an important time not to give any let up. In that critical minute right after this first time. We're having a discussion with the side referee. I'm not sure what this is about. He didn't wave his flag. Maybe it looks like he's going to his the scorebook just to write it down. I think maybe he just wanted to check with his referee, make sure he clearly saw that when the ball was flicked on, Tosh was in an onside position. Right or wrong, the goal stands. Here we go, 1-1. We have a new game. Prompt giveaway. Here's the ball. Ullman's got some space. He's dribbling himself down the right. Ball just gets away from him. That should be easy for Amos. Heads to, just gets past Yonkers. And now we've got to defend. We're stabbing at the ball. They've got some room here. I'm not sure what we're doing here. We let the run through, no foul. We pretended like we were defending, and then we decided not to, kind of at the very end there, in the least dangerous part of the field by our goal. Luckily, nothing comes of it. Goal kick. Shaft to send it out. Ball's going to head to midfield. Won by Marshall. Intercept by Yonkers. Looking for his outlet. Trying to dribble through. DeMars with a big swing and a miss. 30 looking for a shot. Shot from about 20 yards out. Would have gone out probably 15 yards wide of the goal, but a deflection leads to a corner kick, which, as we know, is a dangerous thing. Let's see if we can't get our head on the ball. Ball comes in. Keeper stays back. Tosh gets his head on it. Big shot coming back in. Dangerous, but just over the goal. He didn't touch it. That's going to be a goal kick. Nope, he says somebody did deflect it at some point. The referee clearly pointing to the corner. Don't get caught unawares here. We've got a mix between some zonal marking and man marking. Anderson gets his head on it. Ullman goes down, and that's what you need to do to get a call today. act like he got fouled? He did. For those of you wondering at home, the way we break these ties is we line up our 3 fastest players and we have a relay race from one side of the field to the other. DeMar's through ball doesn't find anyone. Out to Yonkers, who keeps control, maybe. Barely, he does, and now he's driving forward. He's got 2 guys running. Finds one of them, but it just touches up DeMar Ullman's foot. Number 7 does a good job. That's going to be a foul on Ullman, not for Yonkers. It was the body contact as he was running along, not the slide. Either way, Mankato doesn't like it. Ball comes up. Harrison wins it with the chest, but not very far. Number 10 looking to get a shot off here. Through ball. We got to get tighter here on that defensive side. There's the shot. If there's one thing these forwards do, it's get that ball on their foot, get a half yard of space, and rock one from wherever the heck they are. Usually not much of a problem. I'm not sure what we saw there, but all the Marshall players knew it was kicked directly out of bounds, but the side judge disagreed. That should punched out by the goalkeeper. And Mankato still hasn't cleared it. The ball's coming out, the ball's up. Another deflection, maybe. Corner again, 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. The score is tied 1-1. Mankato needs to put everyone back here and get this ball the heck out of there. Ballard with the header out. Finds the number 7 corner kick taker who goes right back into the box. No foul here. Anderson clears it out for a throw. 1 minute, 50 seconds left. Ballard heads it out. He's got an outlet there. If we can win this ball back, we give it to a teammate. Let's see what you can do here. There you go. No, not like that. Anderson clears it out. I'm not sure Ballard's thought process there, but he just basically crossed it in front of the goal. Anderson was the first one there. Yonkers dives in hard. West doesn't like it. Marshall does like it. I don't even really think Marshall would have chosen that given just slowed play down. We are at 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Ullman having a discussion with the referee. They're slowly taking their 10 steps back.
1 minute remaining. 1 minute.
1 minute left in the game, 1-1. Mankato sets up their defensive line at about the 5-yard line. Ball comes in. That should be easily gathered by the keeper, who goes down old school style but gets right back up because Marshall's out of position, so this ball's going to bounce. We're going to put some it's going to go right to Ullman. That's going to find we have 30 seconds left. West slowly thinks about it. I think we need to kind of be getting back here for this last 30 seconds. We finally realized that. Marshall turns. They've got ridiculous chances here, but Amos sends it up. Hopefully we can win this in the midfield. Wursel sends it. Ball too far. Don't advance. We've got a short 5-minute intermission here before we start the third period. We're going to have to consult our rules experts to see the nature of what's happening here. There will be a 2 to 5 minute extended play overtime. No golden goal. And if you can't read the chat, that's not coming from me. That's coming from the wizard himself, Mark Ullman, the rules machine. All right, we're going to turn the mic over momentarily to one Luciana Velasquez.
Hello. Welcome to overtime. Hi, Lena. So this is what I think we're going to do in this overtime. I think I gotta talk a little quiet so the other team doesn't hear. I think we're gonna take the ball to the half court and then we're gonna kick it and it's gonna be a goal from the half court shot. And then I believe that means we won.
All right, we've got some hard-hitting, in-depth analysis here. If you're Mankato, I think you're going to say, hey, look, don't get caught out. Don't get beat on these overlapping runs. We know they're going to just try and shoot from distance and get some preposterous shots taken. Let's defend. Let's get numbers behind the ball when we need to. Neither team looks like they've got the energy to counter, and so who's going to get more spread out in this brief overtime window? Got a little bit testy there at the end. Lots of fans thinking lots of things were and were not fouled. For those following the Lynx game and don't want spoilers, turn off your phones right now or your audio because we've got a 17-point lead for the Lynx at the end of the third quarter. Good things going on there. Good things in Minnesota. Two minutes left in our intermission. Just enough time to grab some water.
Hi, Graham and Nancy. It's Lucy. I don't know if it was on. Dad, was the microphone on? When I said that? Wait, let me see if she counted. Hi, back to me. So do they have like, is it first person to score wins or something?
How do you see the bat? We're checking the battery status on this computer right now. After much consultation, we've determined we're good with our battery supply, and we're going to just continue to broadcast it. No additional charge to you, the home viewer. This is all bonus coverage. You're lucky you checked in for this, the most exciting. It looks like 2 10-minutes. We were completely, slightly wrong on that. 2 10-minute halves. What's that? Somewhere? We're getting technical questions that I can't answer. I just talk about soccer. Marshall trying to possess it in midfield. Hasn't worked for him all day. And they promptly lose the ball. We're still challenging. He's going to get that. Let's see if he can find an outlet. He does. It goes out to Amos. Hops one player. Doesn't get it past the second, but pops it up. It's going to head out towards the left. Ullman doesn't have much to do with it. Wurstel Powers. He finds Ullman. He's onside because that central defender tends to stay way back. And he does what he does, which is kick it out of bounds. Let's try some more of that this overtime. Ullman fixing his shin guards. Eagle-eyed observers will note he lost one earlier today. Not sure if he would pass a shin guard check at this time. Ball to DeMars. He gets a turn. Can't get the ball all the way turned, and now Marshall trying to break out. Well covered on the run. This should be a keeper ball without any trouble, and it is. Schaff lets his players recover while Marshall does a shin guard check. That's going to bounce right over him. This is going to be trouble. Tobin comes all the way up and wins it. That's going to be out to Tosh. Not going to be an easy ball for Marshall. And true to form, they send it out of bounds. That's going to be a Mankato throw. Wicks hustles up for it. Thinking he could play it early. I don't know if that's really going to work out. Finds Ullman. Ullman lets it run through. No one running behind. Good concept. Marshall trying direct. Yonkers intercepts. Through ball. That's a dangerous ball. Schaff misses. Marshall goal. We could break that one down. And I'm going to say it actually is sudden death. Because everybody's acting like the game is over, and it appears to be over. Well, that's not a happy way to end this game. I will say, Mankato showed up well today. They busted their butt, left it on the field. Unlucky that that one got through. Players line up for both sides. Yeah. As we said, we're not rules experts, and it's clear that this was a golden goal situation. Marshall, the victors, 2-1, 7:55 left in the first overtime. Good game. Tough game for Mankato. Yeah, I want to shout out to our seniors. I'm going to go through here. We have senior goalkeeper Carter Schaff, Rob Wicks, defender, Mason Ballard, Amos Anderson, Adrian Tobin. These guys played their butts off this year. I got to say, the defensive triumvirate of those three worked out really well all year. Connie Yonkers, Mercil Muhammad, Ethan Kindgren, Mohammed Hassan. Thank you to those seniors. A grand total of 9 seniors on this squad. Big shoes to fill for next year. But again, a shout out to the seniors, their families. It's been a fun year. We appreciate all the support they've gotten from their fans. From those of you who weren't able to watch in person and were able to stream along with us, thank you for tuning in. I think the players appreciate that you care enough from wherever you are to tune in and watch this team and support them however you can. We appreciate you. We appreciate Mark Ullman, who unfortunately wasn't able to be here in person these last few games, but has done what he needs to do. So thank you from here, Marshall.
Thanks, everybody. Good luck, Mark. Please travel home safely. And for all the fans that were here, thank you so much for supporting our players. From Marshall, final 2-1 in overtime. West leaves the season. We're done.